it's important to make sure that the entire ecosystem within the company is geared towards the core experience. Train staff either to be very brief and very functional and allow people to really transact very quickly if that's what they're looking for, or to make sure that they are aware of the product, they can talk about the top 10 books in their store as good as the author in case of water source. Make sure your processes reflect that core experience as well. And needless to say, technology and data has also to be aligned with the core experience. Can you imagine if you are in a shop-to-shop mode and you're shopping online and you really want to buy your groceries, and before you check out, the recommendation engine keeps coming up with recommendations. Do you want bananas? Do you want yogurt? This is extremely annoying for a functional shop. It might be quite appropriate if you are trying on an outfit, if you are in a go shopping mode in a department store or a fashion retailer, but certainly making sure that the technology and data supports that position. And technology and data, in our experience, can help you identify within your customer base who are the functional shoppers and who are the experiential shoppers. You can tell from their behavior when they're shopping, who they are shopping with, how much they're buying, how much dwell time they're spending in their store. So looking at the data from the lens of the experience rather than the lens of the channel gives you a different insight into segmentation and consumer behavior. So instead of labeling customers, these are pure online shoppers and these guys are store shoppers, and I have the omni shoppers, and these omni shoppers, I have the 50-50s and I have the 80-20s, etc. You actually start looking at customers from a very different point of view, and you realize that regardless of channel, there are customers who are functional shoppers. They want things quick, fast. They're not interested in recommendations. They know what they want. And there are customers who want the experience. And actually, you can tell by when they're logging in, when would they be in the mood for a functional experience versus truly looking for an experiential interaction with the company. A final thought, and then I'm happy to take question, is a question on partnerships. And that's, as a mall operator and retailer, I think this was a big theme of the discussion last year. How should mall operators and retailers partner together? And we certainly, our perspective is that to deliver on the core experience promise, the omni experience or the omni X challenge, retailers and mall operators need to work together. You cannot design a shopping center or an extension to the shopping center that is functional and pack it with retailers who are in the business of experience. At the same time, you cannot design an experiential, immersive shopping mall experience and then have a lot of functional retailers in the board. Certainly, we've experienced that with Mall of the Emirates in the extension, where we wanted to create an experiential extension. And today, that extension continues to drive footfall and grow despite a softening retail market, simply because the extension was designed and the retailers were selected, and we worked with the retailers to make sure that we offer an experience. And today, whatever the experience is in Mall of the Emirates extension with Vox, Go Sport, all the F&B, you cannot experience that online. So we do not offer it online because we do not need to offer it online. You cannot get the Vox Texas de Brazil experience online. You have to come to the Mall of the Emirates extension. But the question of partnership is really a bigger question. It's not just about partnerships between retailers and mall operators. And a good example of that, albeit an example from outside our industry, is the airline industry. And my two favorite airlines in the world are Emirates Airlines and JetBlue. Okay? And that sort of strong attachment to Emirates and JetBlue was certainly reconfirmed in no sort of uncertain terms yesterday when I took Egypt Air for the first time in a few years. It reminded me why Emirates and JetBlue are such special airline operators. Emirates and JetBlue both offer a fantastic experience. And it's no coincidence that Emirates selected JetBlue as their codeshare partner in the US. And obviously, part of the airline or the travel experience today is entertainment. And both companies have taken a very different approach when it comes to offering entertainment on board. Emirates have taken the approach of doing it in-house. So they've built the ICE system. All of you probably are familiar with the ICE system. It's a fantastic system, but it's a very expensive system. You know, you need to be an Emirates making $2 billion a year to afford to invest in a system like ICE. And it obviously takes a lot of effort and money to maintain and keep it up to date. JetBlue, on the other hand, when you board JetBlue, they offer you super fast free Wi-Fi, and as soon as you log on, you get an Amazon landing page. And the Amazon landing page does two things. Either you can choose to stream content online for free, or you can choose to shop online for free. So essentially, through a partnership, and a very good partnership, you cannot find a better partner than Amazon when it comes to shopping online and viewing content online, maybe with the exception of Netflix. Arguably, JetBlue is now offering their flyers a superior experience to the Emirates Ice and their in-flight magazine at a much sort of reduced rate. So I think a big question that we more and more are struggling with is in an omni experience world, we cannot deliver the entire experience on our own, and we'll always depend on partners, whether mall operators, retailers, or tech providers to develop that, as long as we see eye to eye on the core experience and how can we move away from a mindset that thinks channel to a mindset that thinks experience.